Hello and welcome to Knowledge by Nature. In today's video, I want to show you a resource that I found recently that I think is pretty interesting. So stick around. All right, welcome back. If this is your first time here, I'm a homeschool mom to a third grader. We love all things books, homeschool, and sharing our journey with you. And if that is something that you are interested in, I would love if you consider hitting that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you find this video helpful. We were at a city library the other day and I ran on to this resource and I wanted to just kind of check it out, see what I thought about it. And I think it's pretty cool, so I wanted to share it with you too. It's grade 3 Evan Moor nonfiction reading practice, and it has 3 different levels, which I think could be really, really cool for homeschoolers with different reading abilities. And I don't think it would have to necessarily be 3rd grade. All right, so if we look at the contents, we have each unit has how to use the nonfiction practice and a reading checklist. For social studies, they're covering the Eiffel Tower, No More King, Chief Seattle, the Boston Tea Party, the Amazon rainforest. Then we move over here to science, where it's covering all of these subjects. Then we come to health and safety, where we are covering here mathematics topics, the arts topics, and then at the end there is a teacher reference. And so it talks about a little bit here that each unit has a teacher resource page, a visual aid, and then 3 different articles with different reading levels. And I'll zoom in on this for you so that maybe you can see this much better. And so we have these 3 levels, and it just makes sure that you are giving the appropriate reading level for your child. Even if you were using this for one student, you could still say, okay, we're going to have like a really easy read day here, where we're going to have a more difficult read day here. And I just think it's cool, so I want to show you. We have our student comprehension pages, which coordinate with all 3 levels, and then there are a few additional resources in the back. Here's how to use the nonfiction practice, and then a reading checklist for the student. So here is the first one. So it introduces the topics, and it says to like reproduce this page so that every single student can have one. And then this is the words that are going to be introduced on level 1, level 2, and level 3. With each topic, for instance, here we are talking about the Eiffel Tower. We have level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, they are all talking about the Eiffel Tower, but they're also talking a little bit different. So with all 3 levels, they're not saying the exact same thing every time. There's different information. So you really could do all 3 reading levels if you wanted, especially if you were doing like a unit study on the Eiffel Tower. You could have 3 different nonfiction stories with short little questions at the end. So here's another example with the 13 original colonies. We have the level 1 words, level 2 words, level 3, and then we have this map of the original colonies. Here is level 1 reading with level 1's question, level 2 reading with level 2's questionnaire, and level 3's with level 3's. And that's how the entire book goes, but it covers different topics. There are, it's just going to look different depending on, here's the timing instruments. So let's look at this one. Let's look at one more here. We've got the gold medal numbers. So we have our level 1, level 2, level 3, and then it has a picture of all the timing instruments that would have been used or are used maybe. We have our level 1 reader. Then we have our level 2 reader, and we have our level 3. So you can see it's much different depending on which level they are. And I just thought it was a really, really neat resource and something I wanted to share with you just because I thought that it would be really great for homeschoolers, because many times we have these different level readers, and I think this is something you could do with multiple students that are just a little bit different on their reading ability. And so again, this was Evan Moor, Nonfiction Reading Practice. They have it for many of the levels, 1 through 6 it looks like. So I thought it was really, really cool. Be sure and check out your library. You never know what you're going to find. I didn't even know they had this sort of stuff at the library that we went to. So it was nice to get my hands on it to just see if it was something that we would want to add. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.